Welcome back to Pepsiman Playthrough. Today we are in Pepsi City, because apparently that is a actual place. That was my fault. This is actually probably going to be a really long video. I forgot to put down the save state. Let me do that really quick. But yeah, this is probably going to be a really long video, because I'm probably going to keep getting game overs, because I only have 3 lives now, so... Yeah, also, I kind of want to bring up how in the last part we saw the game over animation was actually a can of Pepsi that was crushed. I think that's actually kind of funny. So yeah, everything is blue here in Pepsi City, and there's a lot of Pepsi being shown. Okay. I wish you got the lives as you went on. I mean, I guess that would kind of break the game at some points, and you just kept getting lives and stuff, but... Alright, this part I remember being pretty difficult, so... Nice. Not nice. I'm not entirely sure why it forces us to use this randomly. Or why it just randomly changed the music. Sometimes you will notice how it just randomly does the music. Not really sure what's up with that. Is that a game over? Okay, no it's not. Not a game over, but a life up, I guess. That's a life over, though. I'm actually gonna plop down another save state, because I feel like if I have to do this level many times, then it's just gonna get out of control. As you just saw, I have to do this part again. That was close. Just little things like that you have to memorize, it's kind of annoying. But I still do like this game. Those are also pretty tight to navigate, actually. Like I said, just these little things you have to memorize, it's pretty annoying. Also would really like to not mess this up because I'm doing pretty good. And of course I mess it up, right? So I'm gonna be like on a 1 life little streak right here, so I have to save. Did I expect you to do this really fast, huh? As you can see, I barely managed to get the time limit there, so nice. So still, I guess I haven't used a save state yet, but that's probably going to change with this next level, because this next level is very difficult. But I'll try to do no save states. By the way, this is the finale, in case you weren't aware. Save state. I actually would really like to have this on my track record, on my resume. I have beat Pepsiman before without save states. So I'm sure it's really gonna matter, but yeah. I don't know, maybe I can get a job at Pepsi if I show that. Mother. This intro right here is probably the hardest one so far. They expect so much of you. I mean, this is kind of like the last level, so I guess why not, but it has some annoying gimmicks. Like this conveyor belt. I really hate this conveyor belt. In fact, honestly, since I just hit that, I don't think I'll be able to beat this level now. Because of that right there, that's what I don't like, how it, like, right there, you have to, like, be pixel perfect with your timing. Mother God. I'm just gonna get a game over, actually. And then I'm gonna plop down another save state, and if I die again, then I'm actually gonna start using that save state. I'm actually gonna start saving at every checkpoint now, so sorry once again if you aren't a fan of that. But to be honest, I feel like what has to be done has to be done. And I want to get through this game and do other things with my time than play Pepsiman, so yeah. Sorry if you're like one of those people that really just hate seeing stuff like this on YouTube, like why I play a game with save states. I know I don't really like save stating in games that much or using guides and stuff. I don't know, I kind of feel like that detracts from the experience overall, but I think save states can be okay because some people just want to do other things instead of playing video games, and well, I mean, I still play video games with my time. It's not like I'm using save states to avoid avoid my time with video games, but some games I just want to get through so I can play a different game, and it's kind of the case right now, actually. I'm about to start using save states during this level here, just because this is getting pretty annoying having to do this over again. This is actually a very hard game, like I said. Like, people usually put, like, say, just Battletoads and just be done with hard games. I mean, I know there's obviously stuff like Castlevania that you can still mention. Sorry, I'm gonna actually pause and do the save state so I don't mess up. But, yeah, this game should actually be commended, honestly. I know it's pretty much still one of those memorize it and you're good games, but I still think it's actually pretty difficult, even if you have it all memorized. There's still some really tight jumps you need to execute. I mean, then again, any game with memorization can become a cakewalk. Like even Castlevania, like I've kind of memorized that game just a tad, and it's not very hard anymore. So like, look at that, did you see how tight those jumps were? Like, Jesus Christ, man, I'm actually getting kind of mad. I can't beat this. But just because I'm using save states on this game and kind of trash talking it a little bit, don't let that detract from what I think about it. I think it's still actually, despite its premise and how sometimes it just doesn't try to hide the fact that it's blatantly an advertising game, I do think it's actually a pretty okay game, all things considered. I'll just cut whenever I'm back to where I was. Also, I'm not even at the hardest part of the level, guys. We are not even out of the woods yet in terms of difficulty. After this segment, it gets even harder. Like the last part of this stage, I swear, you have to be like a task to beat it. Alright, so we made it through that section, thank God. And we are on our way to this area. Still not any easier, believe me. If anything, we're just scraping, like I said, we're scraping the surface of the difficulty here. It gets even harder. Yeah, some tight jumps and memorization is abound here. But like I said, we're not even scraping the surface, if I'm being honest. Let me just put another save state down, even though I don't even think I'll have enough time to beat the level at this rate. I kind of feel bad now, like that moment when you know you have to start using save states to beat a game and you're just kind of bummed out. It's kind of how I feel at the moment. This is a really hard part, by the way. So I'm gonna plop down a save state at the checkpoint. This is a really hard part here, by the way, as you'll be seeing. Because not only are you going really fast, but just wait until you see how narrow these doors get. Also, once again, if you fall off of that, it's an immediate game over, or not game over, but life loss. I'm gonna go ahead and plop down the save state there, just so I know I have enough time. Fuck me, this is really hard. Sorry about all the swearing, by the way. Sometimes I just get carried away. I'm trying not to swear on this channel because I want everyone to be able to watch it and have fun. but sometimes I get a bit carried away, especially with games like this that just really are relentless. I really hope I didn't mess myself over with these. Nice, alright. Sorry about how this might look a bit glitchy for a PS1 game, it's because the emulator I'm using. It's the only emulator on my computer that actually does really good with PS1 games. Because if I tried to use my other emulator that looks a bit better, it would just lag my games to crap, so... yeah, that's why I am going to just use this emulator for now, because it works really well. And it doesn't lag any of my games. Alright, call back to the first level, but this time it's a bit trickier. So, good luck. Or, wish me luck. You do not want to jump here at all, because there are some parts where it just gets crazy with the amount, because it's kind of like the last one where where they start throwing them kind of above you as well as under you or at your level. And yeah, you don't really just want to, you just want to navigate this, which kind of makes it a bit easier for me than the last one, but it's still pretty difficult. Yeah, some of them just come really fast, and you have to just be really fast with your timing. And once again, when you get further back, when you get hit further back, they get a bit harder to avoid because they're coming way too fast and way too close. Mother. I was right there, do you see that? Wow. Alright, I'm gonna try this again. My controller is not working. My controller wasn't working for some reason, but I still managed to get through. Nice. That's it for Pepsiman, but there are still some more cutscenes to watch, so let's watch those. Once again, sorry about the save state abuse, but I just wanted to show off this game, because it's just a great game, you should play it.
You got it! Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Everybody Pepsi! Drink Pepsi!
Drinking it right now, sir.
Pepsi. Only my choice.
Here are the credits.
Pepsi is... Excuse me.
Oh my god. And that's gonna do it for the Pepsiman playthrough, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed. Like I said, sorry about my save state abuse. I just can't get over that. But I would really like for Pepsiman to make a return for like a Pepsiman 2 or something, even though I know it's never gonna happen. They seem to be doing pretty fine with their advertising campaigns at the moment, but this was actually a really fun game to like mess around with and play and watch. Despite its simple premise and how it's pretty much when you haven't memorized it down pat, it's pretty easy. I would actually still recommend giving it a go and just playing it for yourself, because well, the music's pretty fun to just jam out to. It's kind of challenging, as you've seen. I had to use save state to even get through the game properly. But yeah, I love this game. Actually, it's very charming, and that's going to do it for this playthrough. As usual, if you want to see me let's play a certain game, post in the comments, and I may or may not do that let's play. Until then, see you guys next time for yeah, that was really awkward.